My brother-in-law accused me of seducing him and he ruined my life, but my family took his side. 10 years ago, I was at my younger sister's birthday party. She was 7 months pregnant at the time, so at the end of the party, she drove her friends to their homes because she was sober. I stayed with her then best friend to tidy up her place after the party. Her husband was very drunk. He thought I was alone, so he abused me. My best friend walked in and helped me. He got 2 years but served only a few months. My sister initially believed us, and she filed for divorce. When brother-in-law got out of prison, however, she changed her mind and cut all ties with me and her best friend. She also started saying that I seduced him. My then husband left me because he thought I cheated and ruined a man's life, but also because I wasn't functioning as a human being after what happened. My sister also went through several breakdowns, and she had suicidal thoughts. My mom contacted me and told me what was happening with my sister and begged me to confess to the truth because she was worried about my sister's mental health. I couldn't believe my ears. My mom was very cold towards me since that night. Yes, and she didn't call or try to see me, but I thought she just couldn't face seeing me in that state, but that wasn't her reason. She believed my sister and brother-in-law's story. I have since moved and started over in another city. In 10 years, I haven't seen or heard from my mother, father, or sister. The only people I have a relationship with are my 2 brothers. However, Dad called me and asked me to go back home to see Mom. She has found out that she has lung cancer, and it's terminal. She wanted to see me before she passed on. I'm so conflicted. I hate her so much, and the thought of seeing her brings back all the pain, and I have tried so hard to forget what happened. But she's ill, and I feel a lot of guilt and other unidentified feelings that make me think that I'm a horrible person. I need help. Update. I decided to talk to her over the phone instead of visiting Mom. I wanted to know what she wanted because I had my suspicions. And I was right. Mom wants me to make amends with my sister. She is worried after her passing. No one is there for my little sister and her family, and she wants me to be there for her because I've always been the strong one and my sister always the weaker of us who needed the support. I asked her why she didn't put that task on one of my brothers, who was older than my sister, but she said once I make amends with my sister, they will also come around. My mom's voice was so weak, and she was crying and begging throughout the whole conversation. I did not recognize her. I didn't cry or talk much because this call wasn't about me. She never asked about me, how I was, what I was doing, or how I had been coping these past 10 years. Before she finished, she begged me to visit and meet her and my sister. I didn't know what to say, so I told her I forgave my sister and she wouldn't be alone. She asked me to visit so she could see her family together again. I told her that I couldn't, but that I forgave everyone so she could be easy and not worry about us. She started sobbing harder and couldn't continue the conversation, so she hung up. Yesterday, I woke up to the door phone ringing. When I answered, it was my dad who asked me to buzz them in. Them? Who them? I looked out the window, and there they were. My father, my sister, her husband, and their children. I didn't know what to do, so I broke out in cold sweats. I think I stood there for a whole minute. I decided to call my brother, who lives in the next apartment complex, and I told him everything. 5 minutes later, he showed up outside with his husband. I heard him shouting, and my father shouted back that they just wanted to bring me home with them so Mom could see us together because she was not feeling well at all. I didn't want to listen anymore, so I went to bed. My brother and his husband have been around, making food, but I haven't had the energy to do anything this weekend. My parents have been calling since yesterday, but I will never answer them. I'm glad that I made the decision not to visit, and I'm so grateful for my brother. He was the one who helped me move and found me a place near his family.